Do you ever find yourself wondering if fish exist? To get us started with this, I'm going to show you three pictures: the lungfish, the salmon and the cow, and I'm going to ask you which of these three animals is the odd one out. Most of you, I would hazard a guess, are going to pick the cow, because obviously you're going to pick the cow. But what if I were to tell you that the lungfish is actually much more closely related to the cow than it is to the salmon? For you see, the reason that you put the salmon and the lungfish together is because they are both, well, fish. But given that there are fish that are more closely related to mammals than they are to other fellow fish, this led a group of evolutionary biologists to ask a fundamental question. What exactly is a fish? So it turns out, from a scientific perspective, there isn't really a good answer to this. For once, we have excluded superficial similarities, like all fish are in water and they all have scales. It's actually very difficult to get a working scientific categorization for fish that includes everything that we think of as fish and excludes things that we don't, like our cow. This led the cladists to come to the conclusion that fish do not actually exist, at least from an evolutionary biological perspective. That is to say that the category of fish exists not because of the science leads us there, but because we had a pre-existing linguistical and cultural category called fish that we've been trying to make the science fit into. So if we are to follow the science, then fish do not, in fact, exist. But if you, like me, are not a scientist, what exactly have you to do with this information? Well, after you've liked and shared this video and then went and subscribed to my page, I suggest you go and find your closest loved one and bore them senseless with this information.